everybody, and welcome back to another Metromania Season 13 reaction. Today we're reacting to Episode 5, Brute Bonnet versus Iron Moth. The last one before this one, like I said in that short I posted, that my phone was acting up, so I wasn't able to actually post the reaction I was trying to make for that one. But like I said in that one, I know who won. So let's get to this one and hope you enjoy.
Hello everybody, Ace Adrenaline here and welcome back to another episode of Metromania.
Yeah, Curadon versus Iron Thorns is the one I wasn't able to post a reaction for.
In the previous heat, we saw Curadon force its way through to the quarterfinals to take on its longtime rival, Miraidon. Of course, that means Iron Thorns is no longer in the competition, so we do say goodbye to Iron Thorns. But look forward to a Miraidon-Curadon showdown in the quarterfinals. But now, Brute Bonnet versus Iron Moth for Heat 5. Here we go, it's Iron Moth and Brute Bonnet. Everybody's getting ready on the battlefield here. This will be a very interesting battle because Brute Bonnet is a very, very bulky Pokemon. And here comes Mega Punch to start things off from regular Iron Moth, but it is avoided by Brute.
Who do you guys think is going to win the full Season 13? Put it down in the comments. Who do you think will win? Or who you're rooting for?
Bonnet there, so over to Shiny Iron Moth to try and capitalize or follow up on that mistake. Goes for Flying Press for massive damage, almost 2/3 of Brute Bonnet's entire HP right there on turn 1. Here's an Axe Kick in return, not very effective, but a big chunk of damage because that's that 127 base attack stat. And of course,
That did a lot of damage, that Flying Press.
this confuses Shiny Iron Moth there. And here comes a regular Brute Bonnet with Wonder Room. Going to swap defense and special defense stats, which doesn't really mean a lot for Brute Bonnet, but means a lot for Iron Moth there. 110 special defense is now 60, and vice versa. Oh my word. Here's Bullet Punch, though, from Shiny Iron Moth, who ignores the confusion. A little bit of chip damage there to Shiny Brute Bonnet. And over to Iron Moth while you click subscribe and turn on all notifications so you never miss a video with a little bit of payback right.
Subscribe to both Ace Trainer Liam and your king of all magic hops so you don't miss a new video.
There, barely any damage though to Shiny Brute Bonnet as regular Brute Bonnet gets ready with its attack, goes for Hone Claws, going to raise its attack, which is already scary, and its accuracy by 1 stage. So this Brute Bonnet just became very, very dangerous indeed. Here's Shiny Brute Bonnet though. What will it do? It's going to go for Horn Leech for some 4 times resisted damage and just a little bit of healing there from the Shiny Iron Moth. Now Shiny Iron Moth, I believe, nope, regular Iron Moth. I read the energy drained thing wrong there. We get Sky Attack.
Oh shit. The Brute Bonnets are in trouble now.
From regular Iron Moth there. So it's going to attack on the next turn for some big flying type damage. Shiny Iron Moth though is confused still. And it's going to go for the Metronome, though. It's going to ignore that confusion. I thought it was going to hit itself in confusion, but it's going to go for Ceaseless Edge. But that is avoided by Brute Bonnet there, so no damage at all for the Brute Bonnet team this turn, at least. Here's regular Brute Bonnet, though, who's going to go for Spark onto Shiny Iron Moth and get the paralysis there.
Wow, that was shocking.
So Shiny Iron Moth is now suffering with Parafusion, which is a horrible predicament to be in. And now Shiny Brute Bonnet is going to follow up with Steel Roller, but there's no terrain in effect, so Steel Roller isn't going to happen at all. Here's that Sky Attack, though, which will take down Brute Bonnet. The first casualty of this heat is regular Brute Bonnet, so that +1 attack means nothing now, and that +1 accuracy. Over to Shiny Brute Bonnet to try and turn this battle around. Goes for Pluck, going to do barely any damage there to regular Iron Moth, but is going to eat its Leper Berry for what it's worth, which at this point of the battle isn't really worth it at all. So over to Shiny Iron Moth, who snapped out of its confusion and is going to go for the Metronome now and is going to go for Noble Roar, thus ignoring that paralysis as well. Down goes the attack and special attack of Shiny Brute Bonnet there by 1 stage apiece, so this is not looking good for the Brute Bonnet team right now. Iron Thorns, though, starting off the next turn with Present. Shades of Delibird there, barely any damage. That must be the 20 base power version of Present. That's unfortunate. And now Brew Bonnet goes for Psych Up, copying the stat changes of Iron Moth there. Trying to think of which stat changes Iron Moth's actually had. But here is the paralysis taking full effect on Shiny Iron Moth there. And the Wonder Room wears off. So over to regular Iron Moth now with his defense and special defense back the right way around with a 4 times effective
And that was 4 times effective, and it's still hanging on. Damn, Brute Bonnet is bulky.
turn on Shiny Brew Bonnet there, bringing it very close to the danger zone, and Brew Bonnet will reply with Synthesis, restore its HP by half of maximum. This could be the tide turning in this first round battle of Heat 5 of Metromania Season 13. Shiny Iron Moth is paralyzed, which is another opportunity for Shiny Brew Bonnet to really put some offense in against these two Iron Moth, as the not very effective Astonish comes out from regular Iron Moth. So now the floor is yours. Shiny Brew Bonnet, what are you going to do with that? Goes for Weather Ball, which is a neutral attack, a normal type attack. Not enough to do much.
I like how the animation shows the Sandstorm version of Weather Ball now. That's a nice touch that they added, since that worked before, but it didn't really have that in the animation.
Damage to Shiny Iron Moth
Or maybe it did in Sword and Shield, I don't remember.
there, but does put it in the danger zone as Shiny Iron Moth ignores the paralysis, goes for Hammer Arm, which is super effective. Big damage to Shiny Brew Bonnet, but Shiny Brew Bonnet still has a little bit over half its max HP left. And now regular Iron Moth is going to go for Fire Blast, which will be hugely effective. Same type attack bonus, takes down Shiny Brew Bonnet, so now it's sponsor time.
Normally I don't skip his segments with G Fuel, but use code ACE and you can get 30% off your order.
Oh, would you look
right?
at that?
Yeah, well, 20%. I was close. So yeah, if you want to get yourself G Fuel and you want to help out Ace Trainer Liam, use this code right here and save yourself some money and support him.
With its back against the wall right now, it needs to win 2 rounds in a row in order to go through to the quarterfinals. As we see Shiny Iron Moth starting things off with Defense Girl, going to make it even more difficult for the Brew Bonnet team to utilize their incredible attack stat. Over to the regular Iron Moth, who's going to go for Scale Shot, which is going to do 1 hit. It could get 5, 2 hits. Just the 2 hits there, but
I just imagined Iron Moth firing its solar panel wings for the Scale Shot move. I just thought that, and it sounds awesome.
is going to drop its defense by 1 stage, which is very dangerous because it's only got base 60 defense, but it is going to increase its speed by 1 stage, so it's now the fastest thing on the field. Over to Brute Bonnet now, who's going to go for strength, going all-out offense to start. Big damage there on Shiny Iron Moth, even with the defense increase from Iron Moth's first turn. We get a not very effective attack order onto regular Iron Moth, but look at how much that did, even resisted because of that defense drop from the first turn. And now Iron Moth replies with Slack Off. I'd say a little bit early for that, because you barely lost any, you've not lost that much HP, but fair play, you do you. Over to Shiny Iron Moth now, who is going to go for Bone Rush, which is not going to be very effective at all on Shiny Brute Bonnet there, but would have done incredible damage to the Iron Moth team. Can you imagine, with their 4 times weakness to ground? God. You could only imagine. Over to, a same type attack bonus, Throat Chop for huge damage from Shiny.
Hell yeah, Brute Bonnet, turning the tables.
Brute Bonnet onto Shiny Iron Moth, and now regular Brute Bonnet follows up with Zing Zap for big damage, more than half of Iron Moth's max HP there, taken from that 1 Zing Zap. Here's a Tear Dance though, that's going to be an interesting play going forward. Tear Dance is going to confuse both the opponents, but crucially also Shiny Iron Moth there. So Shiny Iron Moth needs to be very, very careful, because if it's hitting itself in confusion, it could take itself out of this round. And the Brute Bonnet team really are in trouble here, with them both confused. That could be the end of their Metromania journey right here. But what's going to happen? Shiny Iron Moth now ignores the confusion, though, and is going to go for Night Daze, maybe hoping to lower the accuracy of Shiny Brute Bonnet there. Not very effective, but doesn't get the accuracy drop. Regular Brute Bonnet is confused, but is going to ignore that confusion as well, And what's it going to do here? It's getting a bit desperate. It goes for Fairy Lock. That's not the kind of desperation we wanted to see, really. That's not going to have any bearing on this battle at all. But here's the confused Shiny.
Fairlock didn't do anything, but that was a cool animation that the chains actually wrap around each Pokemon.
Brew Bonnet. What will it do here? It also ignores the confusion, so no confusion for anyone this turn. And it's going to go for Shadow Sneak, and that's on the Shiny critical hit, so ignores the...
Ah, taking it down. Now, I might try to make thumbnails for the Metromania reactions. I'll try it for this one, put down in the comments if you liked it.
Defense increase, down goes Shiny Iron Moth there. Great play by the Shiny Brute Bonnet. Over to regular Iron Moth, who's going to go for Magma Storm for some big damage, I'm imagining, because it is same type attack bonus and super effective. Down goes Shiny Iron Bonnet. Iron Bonnet, Brute Bonnet. Count how many times I've said Iron Bonnet. I feel like it's been a few, actually, in this battle. So regular Brute Bonnet, fully confused. Going to ignore it, though, going for the Metronome. What will it do? It needs to do something. Goes for Thunderfang, and down goes Iron Moth just like that. It's an equalizer. Brute Bonnet has brought this to a third round. So either of these teams, one of these two teams, is going to the quarterfinals. But who is it going to be? Make sure you've locked in your guess in the comments, and then edit your comments to tell me if you are right or wrong. Here's Minimize, though, starting things off from Iron Moth, so increasing its evasiveness by 2 stages. That's very dangerous to start things off. And now Wild Charge for some not very effective damage from Shiny Iron Moth onto Shiny Brute Bonnet there, and a little tiny bit of recoil damage. Here's regular Brute Bonnet, though, going to start off round 3 with Encore. That is a fail. That's very unfortunate there. That does not work in these Metronome battles. And over to Shiny Brute Bonnet, who's going to go for Flash Cannon. Not very effective damage on Shiny Iron Moth there, barely any damage at all, but does get a special defense drop, which is going to be very crucial going forward. Any defense drop is going to be very important in this battle. Here's No Retreat, though. Speaking of drops, here's an increase, the Omniboost, the guaranteed Omniboost from No Retreat. Attack, defense, special...
Omniboost and Minimize. I think Iron Moth is going to take the win for this.
Attack, special defense, and speed all up one stage for regular Iron Moth there. That's a great play. That's got some dangerous special attack now. Iron Moth special attack is base 140, and with plus 150, that's like, what, base 210 off the top of my head? Here's Echoed Voice, though, from Shiny Iron Moth onto regular Brute Bonnet. Thank you very much, Liam. Insert brain. And here is Bulk Up for an increase in attack, which is terrifying, and defense by 1 stage apiece onto the regular Brute Bonnet there. And now Shiny Brute Bonnet is going to go for Cosmic Power and increase its own defense, but also its special defense, which will help it against that beastly special attack stat of the regular Iron Moth there. Speaking of, it gets ready with its own Metronome and goes for Rock Smash for some chip damage, but super effective nonetheless, and gets the defense drop, so puts Shiny Brute Bonnet's defense right back down. Shiny Iron Moth, though, is going to go for Slack Off, which I think is a bit wasted at this point. What is it with this Iron Moth team? It uses Slack Off at really inappropriate
Maybe the Iron Moths are just lazy.
times. Well, at least it's Slack Off at inappropriate times and not, I'll let you fill in that joke. Here's Withdraw, though, from Shiny Brute Bonnet. Going to put its defense right back up. It's going to say, no, I'm having my defense at +1, thank you very much, going forward. How dare you try and stop it? And here is Toxic Spikes, which is another wasted turn. Regular Brute Bonnet really struggling here to do anything of note with its stupid moves that keep on, not having any bearing on the battle. Here's Sand Tomb, though, which is not going to be very effective from Iron Moth onto Shiny Brute Bonnet there, but it is going to damage Shiny Brute Bonnet at the end of each turn, and that could be a death sentence for Shiny Brute Bonnet. Here's a not very effective Astonish. Little bit of chip damage. I think it did a whole hit point of damage there from Shiny Iron Moth onto Shiny Brute Bonnet, who fires back with Grassy Glide, but it's avoided by the +2 evasiveness regular Iron Moth there. So that Minimize on turn 1 really coming into play. And here's Rest. Okay, sure, a Rest from regular Brute Bonnet. It's going to restore its HP.
Oh, that's not good. Now it's asleep.
By 22 hit points, and then go to sleep for 2 turns. So good luck, Shiny Brute Bonnet. You're doing all the work now. And as you are damaged by Sand Tomb there, and now Iron Moth starts off the next turn probably feeling very confident as it goes for a not very effective Frenzy plan, which doesn't do much damage, but does put Shiny Brute Bonnet in a much more dangerous position than it was in before, especially with that Sand Tomb ticking away. Here's a Psybeam, which of course the Brute Bonnet team are immune to as Dark type, so that's not going to do any damage, which gives an opportunity for Shiny Brute Bonnet to try and do something. Goes for Dream Eater on Pokemon that are not asleep, so well done, way to capitalise. Regular Brute Bonnet with its guaranteed first turn of sleep, and there is a guaranteed second turn of sleep in the waiting. There's the Sand Tomb damage, bringing Shiny Brute Bonnet closer and closer.
Shiny Brute Bonnet's gonna go down before its partner even wakes up.
To that danger zone. Regular Iron Moth has to recharge after the Frenzy plan, so now Shiny Iron Moth is going to be the only Iron Moth moving this turn. Goes for Flatter. Interesting play there, so it's going to confuse once again the Shiny Brute Bonnet there, but increase its special attack by 1 stage. I guess that could work in their favor, I guess. Shiny Brute Bonnet, though, is confused. Is it going to hit itself? No, it's going to go for the Metronome. It's going to ignore that confusion completely and is going to go for Flip Turn, which will be super effective. Huge damage. More than half of Shiny Iron Moth's HP goes there on that one Flip Turn. Regular Brute Bonnet, fast asleep once again, should be waking up next turn as Shiny Iron Bonnet goes into the danger zone there off that Sand Tomb damage. Iron Moth goes for Rising Voltage, not very effective on regular Brute Bonnet. I'd have gone for the Shiny there, could have taken it out right then and there. Here's Shiny Iron Moth, though, who's going to follow up with Aromatic Mist, which I believe raises special defense. Yes, special defense up 1 stage on its ally Pokemon there. Regular Brute Bonnet is going to wake up, though, and get that Metronome ready. I hope it's feeling nice and refreshed. Goes for Acid Armor, increasing its defense now to +3 after that bulk up earlier. So that's a great play right there, especially considering Shiny Brute Bonnet here is in a dangerous position as it hits itself in confusion, and the Sand Tomb damage.
Now regular Brute Bonnet's all on its own against the 2 Moths.
Is there, so we're down to just 1 Brute Bonnet, so that Acid Armor was a very clever play by regular Brute Bonnet there. What's the next turn going to bring us as Iron Moth gets ready with the Metronome? And it's going to go for Earthquake, which is 4 times effective on its partner Pokemon. Did that? It did knock it out. Wow, thank you for the glitch there, Pokemon. Didn't even see the HP bar go down, but down goes Shiny Iron Moth. So we're down to 1 versus 1. One of these Pokemon is going through to the quarterfinals. Regular Brute Bonnet goes for Infestation. What a great play there. Oh,
very much resisted, but it's gonna do damage, just like Sand Tomb did with its partner.
My word. So the Infestation is going to chip away at Iron Moth for the next potentially 8.
Oh, I like the buzzing sound effect Infestation has now. That's nice.
Turns, but of course, it all depends on what damage Brute Bonnet inflicts on it going forward. Here's an Ice Hammer, though. Not much damage at all because of that +3 defense there, but does drop the speed of Iron Moth. So over to Brute Bonnet now. What will it do here? Its physical attack is at +1, remember, so Icicle Crash, even not very effective, still does a big chunk of damage there to Iron Moth. And there's the Infestation once again. Iron Moth has lost almost half its HP already now since this Brute Bonnet woke up. And here's the Swagger. That's a dangerous play. Brute Bonnet is now at +3 defense, but also +3 attack. But it is confused. It could hit itself in confusion, which would be devastating. But +3 attack is terrifying on a Brute Bonnet. It does hit itself in confusion and brings it down to less than half its max HP. But there's the Infestation damage still ticking away on Iron Moth there, who starts off the next turn. What's it going to do here? It's going to go for Horn Drill, hoping to end things with a 1-hit KO move, but of course that 30% accuracy really not helping. Regular Brute Bonnet is confused. It's going to ignore the confusion this time. If it gets a physical attack, this thing is going to be over. Goes for Healing Wish, which is going to fail because it's a Metronome battle. So that's really unfortunate, but there's that Infestation. Brute Bonnet only needs a couple more turns as Iron Moth gets ready to fire off Hyper Beam. So it's not going to get any more turns because that's a +1 special attack.
Yeah, I was right. That was a devastating way to end that round. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.